Hey, Andy Hake with Insulwise here in Pittsburgh again. And today what we're going to do is show you guys how to repair and tighten up these old wooden attic ladders. There's got to be millions of these things in the United States. We see them all the time in the Pittsburgh market. And, you know, they're really good when they come out of the box, but this house here was built in the 60s. We've got the original attic ladder in it. And what happens is that over time, the nuts and bolts on here just loosen up. They were never installed with washers on them, so the wood just gets kind of a little bit soft over time, and the nuts will actually just work themselves off. But they're actually very easy to repair and make much sturdier. The only thing that you need to get is this little machine screw kit right off the shelf at Home Depot for about 10 bucks. And it's almost like these things are designed to fix these things. So all that you need is a pair of pliers or vice grips, one of these kits, and what we're going to do here is you'll see we're missing a nut on this bolt. Put a washer on first. That's going to allow you to tighten the screws much tighter. And I'm going to tighten it here. Hold that. Screw it from the back side. And what happens is that all of these brackets will become much tighter than they otherwise were, and you'll be able to get years more use out of these things. I'm going to grab another washer, another nut. Down here, one of these brackets has gotten loose. You don't want to have that, and you can see the joints start to pull away, okay? So before I tighten this thing, I'm going to push the joint where the ladder comes together a little bit tighter, a little bit better. Put on another washer. Put a screw on. Line this thing up where it should be so the bracket's perpendicular to the leg of this ladder. Hold that nut in place. And then on the back side, these are just pan head screws, and you can tighten them right down. Okay, so you can see that's now much tighter than it was previously. And I'm going to take this nut over here, was just about to come off. I'm going to put a washer on it, get that joint nice and tight again. Get this thing on finger tight. Hold the nut in place from the back. And if you had something like, you know, a ratchet, this would go that much quicker. But I'm just demonstrating here how easy this is to do with tools that most people have in their home. If you really want to do this right, you'll pull off all of these nuts on the backside and then put washers on them so that they're you can cinch them down much more. And if you see here, this is like a little washer in itself, and this nut and bolt correspond to a piece of steel that runs underneath every one of these rungs that strengthens it. And sometimes these will get loose too. And if you just tighten these guys down, that also makes the rungs much sturdier to stand on. We just finished changing out all of the, or I should say making sure that every single bolt on this ladder that goes through also has a washer behind it and also a nut to accommodate it. And that allows us to get everything super tight here. So this ladder, before we started to work on it, was super loose and rickety and made you feel like you're going to break your neck if you're going up it. And now you can see it's very tight and stable going up. This is going to last as long as this homeowner likely needs. And all it required was a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, vice grips, and a $10 set of miscellaneous machine screws. 10 bucks at Home Depot. So that's all you have to do if you want to make your attic ladder last a lot longer and you've got one of these old wooden ones. Thank you.